The old man had now another labor before him. The fish was too big to be pulled aboard. It was necessary, therefore, for the old man to lash the body of the fish to his skiff. The fish seemed to be over 1,500 pounds in weight and would bring the old man quite a big sum of money. The old man felt that the great DiMaggio would feel proud of his achievement in having killed such a big fish. He then went on with the labor of lashing the fish to his skiff. His next anxiety was to get something to eat. He was able to catch a few shrimps from the Gulf weed which floated close to the boat. He pinched off their heads with his thumb and forefinger and ate the shrimps. They were very tiny, but he knew that they were nourishing and they tasted good. Then the old man drank some water from his bottle. His skiff was sailing well in spite of some damage which it had suffered, and he steered with the tiller under his arm. His hands had been severely wounded, but he knew that they would heal up quickly with the salt water of the sea. His head was not quite clear at the moment, and he asked himself whether it was he who was taking the fish home, or whether it was the fish taking him home. He and the fish were sailing together, lashed side by side, and it did not matter who was taking the other homeward. The old man told himself that he was better than the fish only through his trickery, and that the fish had meant no harm to him. He looked at the fish constantly to make sure that he was not dreaming, and that he had really killed the fish. An hour later, the first shark made its appearance. It was a very big mako shark, able to swim as fast as the fastest fish in the sea, besides being utterly fearless. The old man got ready with his harpoon and made the rope fast while he watched the shark coming to attack the dead marlin. The old man's head was now clear and he was full of resolution, but he did not have much hope because his good fortune could not last forever. The shark came and tore away a chunk of the marlin's flesh. Just then the old man rammed the harpoon down onto the shark's head. The old man had used all his strength in doing so. He had hit the shark without hope but with resolution and complete malignancy. The shark was killed and it went down slowly into the sea. The shark had taken away about 40 pounds of the marlin's flesh, and it had taken away the old man's harpoon too. The old man was filled with deep regret at the loss. He did not want to look at the marlin anymore because its body was now mutilated. When the marlin had been attacked by the shark, it was as if the old man himself had been attacked. But he tried to find some satisfaction in the thought that he had killed the shark which had attacked his marlin. His good fortune could not last very long. He wished that his whole experience were a dream, and that he had never hooked the marlin. But then he drew strength from the thought that man was not made for defeat. Quote, "A man can be destroyed but not defeated." Unquote. He had killed the shark because he was more intelligent than it, or because perhaps he was better armed. He was now left only with the mutilated marlin, that and baseball. He wondered how the great DiMaggio would have liked the way he had hit the shark in the brain.